Well, I have a cousin. He's about 30 right now, and he graduated from NYU in a degree in finance and international business. And he worked for the New York Stock Exchange for about 2 years before the 2008 recession hit. And he was one of the first people to be laid off. So currently, he moved back to California and lives with his parents at the moment. He did everything right, including getting a good education and working hard and getting the experience he needs, but he was still laid off, and until this day, he still has no steady job. The employment rate right now is at 9.1%, and in California alone, it's at 12.1%. That means that it's very hard for anybody to employ anybody, any business to employ anybody, because they don't want to spend the money, or they don't need to spend the money to train and educate new workers that are straight out of college, like yourselves. In this argument, I'll argue that Congress needs to pass the American Jobs Act for the people. The people need this act because businesses are still hesitant to employ new workers, and the unemployment rate and the long-term unemployment rate is at an all-time high, and the infrastructure needs to be modernized and updated to accommodate the United States economy. The businesses are still hesitant to employ new workers because with the fall of the economy, the capital in the economy has decreased tremendously to the point where they can't employ and pay workers, or they have to resort to outsourcing and sending jobs abroad, such as India and China. In the first year alone, 4.4 million jobs evaporated just like that, and that means that the new job market is very competitive. So, the American Jobs Act gives tax credits to those businesses that employ new workers, and up to about $5 million. And they also give tax credits for giving people, or getting veterans employed and trained. The second point is that the long-term unemployment rate and the long-term employment rate has been dramatically increasing. And it's because the employers are hesitant to employ, and it's like a vicious cycle of the employer not employing and the consumers not spending. So we need to kickstart that process with the American Jobs Act. It relieves the consumers and the people of the United States of America by giving them payroll tax cuts and extending uninsurance benefits. By giving more capital to the people, they in turn can get the relief they need and stimulate the economy by pouring money into the businesses and buying products and goods they need. Third point of my argument is that the infrastructure is aging at the moment. It's the last update was in the 90s or something like that, but the roads are aging, the communities are old, and the American and the economy needs to update the infrastructure, and also update the technological infrastructure. So the American Jobs Act puts in a high-speed wireless grid throughout the whole country to reach 98% of the people, and that will help transactions conducted from the buyer and the seller, increasing efficiency and increasing the rate of transactions throughout the economy. In this speech, I argued that the American Jobs Act needs to be passed for the people by Congress. The American Jobs Act alone isn't going to help the economy, or isn't going to fix the economy, so to speak, but then it can help steer it towards the right direction so that it can keep on moving it towards recovery. Thank you.